So, user research moderation and dealing with and handling participants that can prove challenging if we don't know how best to handle the situation and circumstances. So I've been doing user research for about 20 years now, so I've moderated a huge amount of research sessions, and a very small percentage of all the sessions I've moderated have given me challenges as the moderator to gain insights and value from the participant because of a number of different reasons that could affect someone's willingness or ability to share feedback and ideas and suggestions during a research session. So, in some research sessions, it can seem like the person that's taking part, the participant, that they just don't really have anything to say at all. And that although there's on one hand, it's important to be comfortable with silences, to allow participants to process what they're reading or watching, and to then share with you their thoughts and feelings after maybe a period of silence for maybe 30 seconds or even a minute. Some sessions can end up where it's very clear that the participant has got really nothing to say at all. So there are actually like long periods of silence. So this can be challenging. As a moderator, this can be challenging. This can make you feel a bit uncomfortable. So we have got to strike the right balance. We've got to strike the right balance to know when to probe and to ask questions, when to ask for someone to explain their thoughts, their feelings about what they're looking at the moment. Because what we don't want to do, we don't want to leave it too long with too many silences, because that can then set in. That kind of thought process, that kind of mindset of the participant, it can set in, and it can mean that through the whole session for maybe 1 hour, there are very long periods of silence, and that isn't going to give us any real tangible insights because the participant isn't sharing their thoughts, feelings and emotions about what they're looking at and the website and the pages that they're currently browsing. So you've got to know when to interject and when to ask open questions and to probe and to say, oh, could you just explain about this? Or I've noticed that you've just been looking at this for a while. Could you just explain about what you're thinking about and how does that make you feel? Maybe they've been watching a video or something, and then you can ask them, how did that video make you feel? What content was valuable to you? Or how could the company do that kind of video differently to make it more engaging for you? So don't let the long periods of silence go on, because they can set in. You need to break those silences, but be comfortable initially with a few silences so people feel comfortable and people aren't feeling pressured and bombarded with questions and more questions. But you've got to know when you need to step in and to ask questions, particularly open questions, to get people to open up and to explain and talk and share. So I hope that has been useful, and I look forward to sharing more tips. Thank you, and God bless.